Hello, my name is Cecil Lopez,
My name is Marta Silvestre. My name is Nicole Negritos.
and today we will present an interview about the role of the English teacher in technological era. In this interview, we will talk with two teachers, Santo Garcia Castro and Jomanis Cabrera.
We will ask them how technology has changed the role of the English teacher in the classroom.
The objective of this interview is to understand how the teacher can adapt to these changes.
Hello, good morning. We are here with the teacher, Santo Garcia Castro. How has the role of the English teacher changed with the integration of technology in the classroom? And what extent do you think technology could replace teachers in the future?
Wow, interesting question. Good morning for you. Good morning. For me, it's a great opportunity to be here and share with you. According to the question, is very important question. I can say the technology today is important, but not going to substitute the teacher. Never in the life. For example, in the past, the teacher used to be the main resource, and the teacher come to the classroom and transmit the information, and the student receive and that. But with the technology, the student look for information at home and can use different tools that they can learn. Okay.
Excellent answer, teacher. I have another question for you. From your experience, what advantage and challenge have you encountered when integrating technological tools into English language teaching?
Where one of the challenges is that sometimes when you are teaching English and the students are doing homework, sometimes they use to go to another website during the class. As a teacher, you need to keep the control and say to the student what is the rule. In this morning, we are going to work with the podcast. We are going to work with the Kahoot. Anyone can reach us in another tools or in another website. Okay.
In a context where students can access a large amount of information on the internet, what do you consider to be the real value of English teaching? And what skills teachers develop to remain relevant and in a digital educational environment?
Okay. In a digital era, the teacher can provide or suggest the student different websites. As an adult, I can suggest my student interesting web page that the student can develop their knowledge in English. For example, now we can use WhatsApp, you can use a podcast, you can use YouTube for learn, listening, having a conversation, have a song that you can reproduce and put in context what you want to learn.
Okay. Thank you for your time, teacher.
All the time, I'm your service.
Thank you very much.
Hi, now we are with the teacher, teacher. We would like to know how has the role of English teacher changed with the interaction of technology in the classroom? And to what extent do you think technology could replace teacher in the future?
Well, definitely, the role of a teacher has changed a lot. We talk about integrating technology into teaching. So, for me, it's going to be very difficult that technology replaced teachers because teachers, we are the ones who follow the learning of the students and who help them to manage their own learning. Of course, technology is very important because we need to add technology to our teaching role, but never the technology, in my opinion, will replace a teacher.
And in a context where a student no, I would like to know first, from your experience, what advantage and challenge have you encountered like when for integrating technology tools in the English language?
Okay, so integrated technology is very important. You know why? Because for developing some skills as listening and speaking and reading, we need technology. It's quite important. It's a challenge, yes, it is, because you can find many tools in technology, and the students they can find it too. Sometimes the students say, "I can learn everything you are teaching me. I can learn it by myself through YouTube, videos, or artificial intelligence." But I think that it's quite important to show students that integrating technology with teacher help would be the best way for making them understand and speak English.
And finally, in a context where a student can access a large amount of information on the ears, what do you consider to be the real value of the English teacher, and what skills should teachers develop relevant in a digital educational environment?
Well, digital educational environment nowadays is really shallow. What teachers we can add to students, and what things we can give them that they cannot find in the internet or they cannot find in artificial intelligence. The most important one for me is motivation. So when students are motivated, they want to learn. They found it fun. They found it like it's going to be useful for them in the future. But if they don't have a teacher behind motivating them and challenging them, they are not going to learn only with technology and artificial intelligence. So teachers, we have to develop the better strategies we can, so students can find in teachers the best, what can I tell you, the best examples or the best figures they can follow for learning in English. It's my opinion.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you too.